Hey, how's it going everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome to One Last Hand. Welcome back to what I believe is the final episode of ISS Vanguard. I'm pretty much all set up. We've got a lot going on. We'll talk you through who's going on the mission, what we're taking with us once we land, because we know that can throw a spanner in the works. There is some setup steps. I'm just going to read these to you. So this mission has unique setup steps. Follow the instructions below carefully. Important, there will be no evacuation in your final deployment. Given enough injuries, your crew members will die, eliminating them from exploration altogether. Return all crew members from the resting envelope to your hand. Choose one lander, page 19. Hint is highly resilient armor and extra mod space will be important. We don't really have any with highly resistant armor, so I've gone with the age-old Void Ranger to help us out here. Take cards N31, the Null field generator, and place it on the indicated slot. So we have to take this with us, which is this mod is required for landing on the Fawn Zykov object. For the rest of the lander boards with any lander mods that we've done, so we're taking the nanobot swarm, which allows us to, crew members in this sector of your lander may refresh one die, and we're taking the plating, which gives us extra armor. Then, hint, armor and anything that improves dice economy will be especially important on this mission. We haven't got much of that. Okay, place the marker on the appropriate landing track board. Each player takes one of their available crew, so we've got our level 3 crew here. It's highly recommended for all 4 sections in this mission, even though there are fewer players. If playing solo, you must select 2 to 4 crew members, each from a different section, returning any remaining crew members to the resting crew. This mission will be long and difficult and contains threats. Each player places their crew board members on their crew boards, sets up the board according to the standard rules. This mission contains threats, but the number of leads and equipment other than the TZ-0 mech suits are limited. Players take all equipment cards from the armory, place them on the table first. Each crew member in the away team chooses one small equipment, so that's these things with the little pill bottle on. So we've done that. Then you must place the TZ-0 or TZO mech suit on the lander. So I've given them 2 people, but you have to take them. The excess TZ-0 mech suit cards reduce the maximum number of personal equipment cards. So these are all vehicle cards. So because we can only take 3 vehicles, we've taken 4 mech suits, and then we've had to reduce this by 1. So we've only got 3 of these personal items. Okay. Choose any number of personal items and vehicle cards up to the limit determined by the previous step, and continue.
Your signal is fading away, team. Is everything okay?
Halfway through the sun's corona. Still a couple of hours from... One of the null field generators burned up. We had to switch to a...
Away team, you are approaching the transitory region. The border between the corona and the chromosphere of a sun is very narrow, but the change in temperature will be drastic. Expect a sudden drop from 500,000 degrees Celsius to about 7,000 degrees Celsius.
Good thing we took our warm underwear. Wouldn't want to catch a cold.
Appreciate good moods, but a drop this large will severely strain your shielding. We had no way to stimulate thermal shocks of this magnitude in a lab. We can only rely on our theoretical models.
Well, let's hope you did your math right, Doc.
Okay. Does your lander have at least 6 plating and 6 nav? Is that what that is? No, it doesn't. We have 6 plating, but we only have 3 navigation, so no. On the lander board, place the marker in the starting space indicated by the track. Okay. More than one option is available. You can not choose an option if you cannot fully resolve it. We know this. Okay. So we're rolling a danger die. This is where we lose all of our equipment. It's a 4-pronged, which is none of these. Interesting. Other. Progress the landing track. Just 4 more of those, please, and we'll be happy. Have we reached the landing space? No, we haven't. A single little pip. A solar flare. if your shield is more than 5, nothing happens. Speed through. It is, right? We've got 3 here and 3 down here. Perfect. Okay, we're 3 away. 2 away. Here we go again. 3 prongs. Damage fuselage. Sounds bad. Let the lander repair it. Each crew member rolls a danger die. Repair it yourself. 1 crew member rolls a danger die I. So the difference between A and I is there's only 2 pips on here, whereas I is gain a wounded injury, and do some other bits and pieces. Did I bring anything to avoid wounded injuries? I don't think I did. So let's let everyone roll an A, shall we? Hold on, what have we got up here? I didn't bring the thing that allows us to discard the discard any injury dice, which I should have done. Let's just get one person to do it. Let's get someone somewhere has got some remove a wound. When you would gain an injury, do not gain that injury in injury die. This says any time, so I'm going to assume we can do it here, right? So we'll roll on the I table for security. That's a blank. Nice. Repair it yourself. 1 crew member rolls an I. Progress the landing marker. That's huge. Okay, have we reached the space? No, we haven't. 1 last roll. Oh no, hold on, that was alright, right? Solar flare. Speed through. Yes, it is. Nothing happens. Have we reached the landing space? Yes.
Personal log. Crew member number 213.
For the last part of our flight, the drive worked at full throttle to push us away from the Neutron star. The gravity of this object was 2 billion times stronger than Earth's. It took all the power of our physics-bending null field and our supercharged engines just to stop us from smashing into the surface. The touchdown was rough. Though the null field shielded us from most of the forces, our lander could still barely withstand the crushing gravity. When we walked out of it and set foot on the surface of the star, harder than a diamond and smoother than glass, I tried not to think about the powers at play around us. We were inside a red giant. The temperatures were in excess of 7,000 degrees Celsius. The pressure was off the charts. The amount of gamma radiation could fry us in a split second. If not for the visual reconstruction software that powered our visors, we would be blind. The gravity bent light itself in a way that would make it impossible for us to see. Even the smallest malfunction of the null fields on our megasuits was enough to kill us instantly. I just wondered if the temperature and radiation would annihilate our every living cell before gravity squashed and spread them thin over the neutronium surface of the star. Then, something caught my attention. Just a half mile from our landing zone, the scans showed a giant ramp leading deeper under the surface, a corridor carved in the densest matter of the universe. On both its sides, 2 large structures resembling vents stood, sucking in the hot plasma of the sun. I pulled up the digital spectrometer on my screen and started to take readings. It was time to begin our job.
Okay. Open the Planetopedia on 38 and 39. What are we going to be seeing here, I wonder? 38 and 39. Here it is. Let's just see if we can get this this lined up. That looks pretty good, right? Okay. If any other planet board is on the table, remove it. Shuffle all 3 G20 global condition cards. One, 2, 3. Okay. So we're going to shuffle these and place these in the G20 slot. Okay. Shuffle all 3 G20 and place them in the global constitution slot. Open the ship book at page 24. Begin the planetary exploration phase. Let's just open it and remind ourselves of exactly what that is. But I think it's just the shuffling the doodahs and the discovery decks and those things, which I ironically for the first time all series I have done. Take the planet record, populate the right side of the planet board. Is there a mission? Yeah, we do need a mission and a unique discovery. Place the lead bag, shuffle all 5 discovery decks, shuffle the event deck, place the injuries deck. Unless your lander has already been placed on the planet board as indicated in the briefing, place it in sector 1. If the crew minis on the away team have not been placed, place them. Take the rank up card. No, if there are no more rank up cards. Okay. So let's do the rank up. Not that we really need the rank up if this is our last mission. We assume, everything points to this being the last mission, but let's do it properly probably for one of the first times. At the end of planetary exploration, flip this card if you have 3 live specimens. I doubt we're going to find those. 3 microorganisms. I doubt we're going to find those either, but maybe. Okay. Right, let's put this one over here. Just as something for us to track. I'm just going to bump this up a little bit here. Perfect. We need to put supplies on the supplies, we assume. We need a mission card, 201. Okay, mission card 201 says, Mission, Raiders of the Lost Star. In the depth of the long-dead star, builders have carved a titanic archway and enormous tunnels. We must find whatever they decided to hide beneath this labyrinth. Find a way into the depth of the builder's vault. When you fulfill this objective, you'll be asked to discard this card. You also need unique discovery 30. There that one is. Okay. We need our events and injuries, so they're all here. There's the events, we'll give those a shuffle in a second, and there are the injuries. So if people die on this mission, they are dead. Well and truly dead. Okay. Which makes sense, right? We are on a star. Okay. Just sorting these out. These are the still critically wounded. These are the exhausted. And these ones are freezing. And these ones are wounded. Okay. They can all go there. You can go up there. We'll just keep you to the side here. So we've got all of the next steps for those. We need to place our lander up here. We'll just tuck it here so we know. And we need to tuck all of our guys here. I'm just going to tuck them in a little line waiting to disembark the ship here. Okay, that's it. That's everything we needed to do. Let me just tidy this up a little bit, and let's get started, shall we? So let's talk about who we've got. We've got Constantine Planck down here. Spend 1 charge to ignore the result of an injury die. Love that. We've got, I could have used you in the thing over there. Rampakash. Spend 1 charge to turn 1 dice result to a chosen side. We've got Jesse Bennett, who can travel along a path ignoring travel icons. Don't know if these are classed as travel icons. We'll say that. Okay, Cheryl Hayes, spend 1 charge to turn 1 to a chosen thing, but she gets to move when someone else moves. Sorry, I didn't read that properly. When someone else moves, she can tag along for 1 charge, and you get to change 1 die to a chosen side. We've got almost all of our maximum dice. We couldn't buy the last one, but we're up to 14 dice for everybody. Each of our team members starts with 4 cards. Unfortunately, I like the lower level cards more than I do the higher level ones. The higher level ones are more powerful, but they're also more restricted, if that makes sense. So this one is reroll any number of green dice, whereas some of the early ones are reroll 1 of any dice. And depending on the circumstances, that's more useful. Okay, what have we got going on here? The Thorn Zytov object, codename TZO. The mysterious labyrinth was carved into the hardest and dense matter known to humans, in the most inaccessible place we could have imagined. Short of putting their vault in the middle of the black hole, the builders couldn't make this any harder. Okay, we need to turn over our top condition, which is mecha suit glitches. Great. A flood of warnings across them on mech suits as they struggle to cope with the spikes and radiation. When the global condition is revealed, flip all mech suit cards and mission equipment cards face down. You may not use them for now. Great. So all of our mission equipment is gone. We'll just remember that rather than me go and flip them all, or try at least. And to move, we have to do two die to do a check, and if we get any symbols, we roll a danger die A. Okay. And we need a little timer. That's going to be 3 ticks for that to happen. Okay, what have we got up here? The iris. The identical petals of 100-meter tall metallic rosette remind you of a camera shutter. Open the shutter is a skill check where we'll need spanners, science or atoms, and computers. If we get all 3 of those, we go to log 742. Any exclamation marks will go the wrong way. I haven't got any equipment to help us, but everyone's here, so they can all help. We're going to be allowed to move here. How do we get down here, I wonder? I guess we open the door. Okay. Okay. So we really want to be doing a check that is going to allow us to open this. So eyeballs, computers, and spanners. Recon seems pretty well equipped for it. I mean, I suspect we're in a place where most people are well equipped, but computers, eyeballs, spanners. We've got a few re-rolls and stuff. We've obviously got no equipment to help us with this. I mean, it would be great if this just came off first hand, right? I need to shuffle the events as well. But I've got other re-rolls with other people. So I think I'm just going to go for it. Let's try and keep it chill and easy to begin with. Okay, we got an eyeball. You can change this to nothing. And we've got this. That's not great. Okay, so we've got a re-roll over here. So you're going to re-roll, I guess, this one. I should have re-rolled the exclamation mark, right? Okay, we've got another re-roll over here. So we have got 4 cards each. So that's good. We should definitely re-roll this one, really. Okay. This seems like it's going to go well. Okay, you can allow us to re-roll any number of blue dice. We're going to have no cards left after this first check. Okay, that's a bit better, right? Finally, so go to log 742.
Personal log. Crew member number 213.
We tried to take some readings and scans of the iris. Despite its size, it was made with atomic precision, giant petals interlocking in a way that wouldn't let through a single atom. It was hard to determine how thick it was. Any scans of the area behind the iris resulted in our sensors going haywire. Whatever was there, it had even more energy than the sun above us.
All players discuss and choose one. Continue opening the iris or abort. We have to, right? I mean, we have to open it. We've got no choice, really, because otherwise oh, hold on, that wouldn't have been it, right? That would have just been one success. We need a second success. So, okay, with that being the case, let's just tuck that to the side for a second, because we're not done. That was your first turn. I think we'll get you to rest, to prepare to take another card. Oh, you don't need one, actually. Okay, so we need someone else to step up with computers and eyeballs over here. Who's it going to be? It's going to be security, computers, eyeballs, and things. I have even less re-rolls now, so maybe let's get a red one from you, and you can't use them, a red one from you, so we're going to roll all of these. Okay, that's fantastic news, right? That's everything we needed. And then this, I didn't need to roll, because I've got spend 1 charge to change something to a normal side. This doesn't matter because it's only going to put 1 track on there. So we're going to go up here, 742. Now we are here. Oh, I need to roll this one. And you put that in there. Okay. So this goes over here. So 742 we were at. So now we're back to this, which is continue opening the iris. Yes. Replace the card in your sector with 431. Bear with. Okay. Here is 431. Okay, it says, opening the iris. A giant shutter begins to open, flooding the hall with blinding light and a searing heat. The temperature of this jet is even higher than the one surrounding the vault. Important. Find a place to hide before the plasma jet fills the iris. Go to log. How do I do that? Important. Find a place to hide. So we can leave. Was there a no leaving here? No. So we could have just left and ignored it, but we have to get over here to hide, I presume. Okay. So we're going to have another time track over here, but we need people to get moving then, I guess, right? So you've had your go, which is awkward, which means you need to move, so that's 2 dice to roll. I'm just going to roll these 2. That's good. So you get to move, so you move over here, and science are coming with you. Okay, by spending a charge. Great. I don't think I can get you to move, unfortunately. As in ramps. Oh, we should have done an event card first of all, so this wouldn't have been here at the time. So is this icon on any of these places? No, so we advanced the time track, so this would have moved here. Okay. Now we do an event for you. I don't think we've got any of these with these skulls on. Maybe we have. Does this match? No, it doesn't. So this moves here. And this moves here. Okay. So science is the only one left to go. Oh, no, Jesse's got a chance, but with its large circle, a massive obelisk looms in the front of the front, adorned with a faintly familiar glyph. Study the circle. We need compasses and science. Can you help with that? Yes, you can. But do we want to... We've got a chart, right? Let's find out if this is a hiding place. Because we might still need to run over here, in which case we're screwed, right? So I think it makes sense for you to do this check. You have got a couple of... I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take this one as well. Okay, so we need a compass and a science. This gives us all 4 dice as well. Okay, so we got a compass and an atomy thing. These 2, can I do anything with these? Draw 3 cards, don't mind if I do. Okay, let's do that, shall we? 1, 2, I can only take 2, but that's fine. Okay, so I've used one of those, and these 2 allow us to go to log 839.
The keystone was surrounded by a narrow, circular gap on the floor, just half a centimeter wide, but leading too far down to measure. What's interesting, the area within this circle had almost no ash and debris, while the area outside it was covered in ancient remains, charred beyond recognition. It seemed obvious that something happened periodically within the circle that surrounded the keystone, removing any accumulated debris. With this in mind, we were not sure whether we wanted to get closer to the stone or not.
Touch the keystone or leave it alone. We got to touch it, right? We got no choice. The
entire circular section of the floor bearing the keystone began to tilt quickly. Fortunately, we knew something was bound to happen here and tried to jump back.
Immediately resolve a dice check. You may not use any dice combinations in this dice check. So we're doing it with you. You need 2 arms. If we contain any fails, we fail, or we get another result. I've only got 1 arm and a Vanguard die. Okay. Wow, poop. So we can't use any dice. We can't use any dice combinations. Just remind me, dice combinations are at the bottom of the cards, right? What's the top of the card? Let me just double check. Okay, so these are the dice combinations. This is the main effect. So I've got a reroll of blues here. So wish us luck. That is 3 Vanguard symbols, huge. Well, 3 successes, so.
In front of us, the circular section of the floor flipped horizontally, 180 degrees. The keystone was now hanging under the floor, and in front of us, there was a small control panel with a single large button.
I think you know what we're going to do. Place 433. Okay, 433 goes here. This doesn't look like a hiding place, I will say that. The entire section of the floor bearing the keystone has upturned, and the keystone is now hangs somewhere below the floor. A small panel took its place. Any crew members in Sector 2 may be placed on Sector 4. Don't mind if I do. Any crew members on Sector 4 may be placed in Sector 2. Okay. We've still got some peeps on Sector 1, but let's not worry about that. Okay, so that was your no, you moved already, so that was your check. You're now in this place. What's the heck over here? We can't do any special effects, so what do we do over here? The towering doors are almost enough to fly your lander through. The closer into the higher the piles, how closer you are, the higher the piles of ash and scorched remains are. Open the door, inspect the ashen field. Okay. We'd need a 4 blue dice, which there is 2 of us here, so we could do it. Or a science and a computer. Okay. Okay. What have you got? Nothing that helps us here, nor have you. Well, you got re-rolls, but well, I say that. Move 2 from the roll pool to their owner's spent pool to turn 1 to another result with brackets. So you could roll this. You could also roll this. I mean, this would be opening the door, or we've got the pickaxe. But we don't have an eyeball. So opening the door instead of inspecting seems silly. You do have a pickaxe on this, but we need the eyeball actually. So I'd have to roll these 2 plus 1 of these, and you'd have to roll 1 of these, and then we could discard 2 and hope we got a success. Okay, let's try this then, shall we? So we're looking for a pickaxe and an eyeball. We'll also roll these 2. And you can assist with this one. Okay. So we're doing this check over here. Actually, would this be our second thing? It would, right? We did this, so we're not able to do this on this turn. That's somewhat annoying, but the special action rule is a bit of a weird one, I have to say. Okay, so that's you done. So you may as well prepare, and then we do an event. Are we in a space with this symbol? We are not, so we advance the time track, which means this goes here. Flip over all the mission equipment cards and paste. Discard this condition. Okay. The next condition is magnetic disturbance. A sequence of powerful electromagnetic pulses come from inside the vaults. So we can put this here. And this moves along 1 as well. We're in serious trouble. Serious trouble over here. Okay, so it's now science's go. I mean, clearly we're going to move, right? So we're going to roll 2 dice. I need eyeballs and computers, which I've kind of half got to investigate that panel. Over there, I'm likely to need 4 blue dice or computer and science icon. So I think I can get rid of you. And I'm likely able to get rid of you. Okay, just rolling 2 dice to move here. That's good news. So we get to move to this location. Then I think we're going to do an eyeball and a computer. What have we got? We've got some rerolls. This doesn't have 2 biome sectors. Should have read this card before I did that. Okay. If there is no marker on this card, you may place a marker here to discard an event card immediately after you or another member draws it. This crew member draws another event. Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to roll this to begin with, and then we'll see where we end up. Okay, so we got a eyeball. We didn't get a computer. I have 1 reroll, which I'm going to use. Okay. That's not great. Oh, hold on. That makes it a science, which still doesn't help us. Okay, this is a bit silly, but I'm going to use our scout droid, now we can, to turn this to a computer, or no, to just achieve a Vanguard symbol, which is what we needed for this. So we're going to log 92.
The circular section of the floor began to tilt. Eventually, it flipped horizontally, 180 degrees.
Oh, hold on.
What was above it now hung below, and vice versa.
Whoops. If card 435 Searing Plasma Jet is in Sector 2, or if there is no card in this sector other than the printed one, select this option. So there is the Searing Jet, right? Oh, hold on. Searing Plasma Jet, is that what this is? I put this here, right? So I'm guessing that's not... Is that called Searing Plasma Jet? No. Okay, so no, it's not. If card 434 Deflected Plasma Jet is in Sector 2, select this option. If card 433 Upturned Keystone is in this sector, select 2. I don't really want to. Discard 433. Replace this card with 439. Any crew member in Sector 2 may be placed on 4. Any crew member in Sector 4 may be placed on 2. What have I done? I just walked in and pressed the button that I knew I'd already pressed. 439. Okay, so we're replacing this card. Entombed. Nothing compares to the darkness and silence of the eons old tomb. In the depth of the sun, within a sun, how quickly you begin to forget the very concept of time. Important. If all crew members on the planet board are in this sector at the same time, you are trapped. Go to 597. Special rule. Each crew member who starts their turn in this sector must perform the following special action. As if their first action. Keep your sanity. When rolling any die in this sector, you must roll 1 die, including the danger and injury die, for every other crew member in your sector. Okay. Okay, so I'm now entombed. What was I doing? I can't do that because it's a special check. I'm just stuck in the tomb. Okay. Well, I guess with that being the case, we'll take a prepare action, right? Okay, we've got a reroll. Love that. That's us done. That is us done, right? Any crew members in Sector 2 may be placed in Sector 4. Oh, hold on. Any crew member in Sector 2 may be placed in Sector 4. Okay. Any crew members in Sector 4 may be placed in Sector 2. Okay. So I think we've just gone underneath here, but now we're stuck, right? What happens if we were all stuck in there, I wonder? Okay. So that's the end of your turn. We have to do an event. The event is if none of these icons match, we've got no icons, so we advance the time track. So this goes here. And this goes here, and now we reset everybody. Okay, I'm not sure what the heck I'm doing, but what I know is I am not hidden from anything. Okay. Just having a look at our mech suits. Okay. What do we... I mean, you're just standing there ready to get hit by a plasma laser. I don't know what I do with you. How do we get you out? Was I meant to move this? Just going to read this log again, just in case I missed something. 8-3... No, it's over here, right? 92.
The circular section of the floor...
Yeah, we get you. So if the 433 uptone keystones in this sector, we did that. Replace it with 433. No, discard it. Replace it with 439. Any crew members in Sector 2 may be placed in Sector 4. Any crew members in Sector 4 may be placed in Sector 2. Okay, so I'm guessing we need someone else to come and find a way out of here? But I don't know. And we just stuck there forever? I mean, at least we're hidden, I suppose. So the question is, do we do something with these guys to see if we can get away from this laser? I guess we should, because I think you're toast. Don't know what I can do to help you. So I think we do security. We want to try and open this. Well, I'd like to inspect it, but I think we just want to get out of here, right? Science and computers, I don't really have them. Okay. Okay, what are we going to do? Okay, I'm going to actually do, I'm going to do Jesse. We're going to take this pickaxe, we're going to take this eyeball. I really miss our PET thingy. I'm going to take the pickaxe and the eyeball, and we are going to take this one as well for you. Okay. So that's not great. You can turn that into a helix. This is the one we were rolling for you, right? Okay, so we don't get anything there, but we do have a... What have we got? Here's an interesting thing, right? This said you may, right? So we could still be there. I've got a card that says before or after any action, move one crew member from your sector to a connecting... Oh no, from your sector to a connected sector. Okay, so I guess we can go and pull them out at least. I do have the option for other people to help us from other areas. I should have probably looked at that first. Right, you have 4 cards. What do they do? Hold on. What ones are... These are the discarded ones. Okay. Okay, I've got a... got one re-roll of a green, and that's it. From balls. Okay, so we failed that, right, miserably. So this is yours. These are yours. I can't move from here, right? So I'm going to use this to... we draw an event card, which is this one. Do we have that symbol? We don't. I'm going to use the discard an event card you just drew without resolving its text to get out of here, I think, or to at least to try. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of your turn. You're done. We have to get you to try and open the door, right? So we're going to roll computer and this. I've got a couple of ways of getting successes, so I'm just going to roll these two. You're rolling this one, and you're rolling this one. Perfect. Couldn't have gone any better. So we are going to log 860. We never got to investigate the field.
We tried everything to open the door, but we failed. It had no visible mechanisms or controls. It was far too heavy to move, even using the full power of our mecha suits. The only interesting thing we discovered was a large circular panel made of some other energy-absorbing material that occupied the middle part of the closed doors.
Gain 1 success, just what we wanted. Hurrah! Okay, that's us screwed, right? We can't move. So this was... whose turn was it? It was your turn. We can't move. So I think you're done. You're just going to prepare. Okay. Now we're going to take an event card, which we know what is going to happen. If no icons match this... oh, hold on. It does. A devouring torrent. Discard 1 personal supply or lose 1 supply. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get rid of this. I think... fine. We get a reprieve, but you two have both had your goes. Scientist is going to have to roll, and I suspect... let's put you back down here. I suspect you're the only one that's safe. So, some math. We clearly get you to move twice. And we all just stand in the line of the giant laser, right? That's what's happening here. Okay. I wonder if this is meant to be here. That makes the most sense, right? I'm going to read log 92 one last time.
The circular section of the...
discard 32. Replace any cards in Sector 4 with 4 free... oh, okay, perfect. So that's what we're meant to do. Any crew members in Sector 2 may be placed in Sector 4. Oh, so we didn't have to go down there. Right? Discard 433. So it comes back to this one, and it says any crew member in Sector 2 may be placed in Sector 4. Okay. Any crew member in Sector 4 may be placed in Sector 2. So this is our hiding place, potentially. Right? That's what we should have been doing. We should have all been getting in there as a hiding place, and then someone triggers it to get us out of there. I see. Okay, well, let's keep you safe, because you might be the only person alive after this. I don't know what we do other than just move. I don't know what we do. Oh, I think I... okay. Let's just move twice. I mean, we're all going to stand in the same place, right, and get hit. I think so. Let's roll. What am I going to need? Let's roll you, and I guess you. And we're going to need reds. No, that's fine. Okay, so you get to move over here. And then let's move again. Okay, that's bad news. This would mean you'd have to roll on the danger die. I'm going to spend 1 charge to change this to something else so you don't have to. Okay. And you moved here, and now we do an event, which is going to be bad news. There's no skull on this one. So we advance this, discard this condition. Global condition. Okay. Eerie voices. No sound should penetrate the null field, yet inside of our mech suits vibrate with unnerving voices. If we get a helix, we draw 1 section card. Still the same cost to move, and then we discard this condition. Underneath it is going to be bad news. 729, here we go.
Personal log. Crew member number 213.
The Iris focused the sun's plasma into a superheated jet that blasted down the corridor. Our suits immediately flashed with warning lights. Not even Dr. Corey predicted dealing with temperatures such as these.
Place the card in 1 with 432. Why was I so keen to press the buttons? Okay. This is a focusing iris. The lens behind the iris focuses the fury of the sun above into something even more dangerous. Each crew member who ends their turn in this sector, F. Each crew member who enters this sector rolls F. Okay, so the fact that we're not in there is okay. And then we've got the time track on here. How do we get you out? It's your turn either way. Is card 433 upturned in sector 2? Yes, it is. Replace 433 with 435. Searing plasma jet. Oh, hold on. Is card 433 upturned? No, it's not. Okay. Let's tuck that back in there. Replace the card instead with 436. Charging plasma jet. Okay. A searing plasma hits the door. The center lights up, absorbing the energy. The giant obstacle begins to move away slowly. Each crew member who ends their turn in this sector rolls an I. Each crew member who enters this sector rolls an I. Okay. The door is opening slowly, so I'm guessing we're in trouble over here, unless we move, right? All crew members in 1, 2, or 3 roll a danger dice I. Okay, danger dice I. We're going to roll for Constantine over here. That's a 3-pronged attack. I, that's going to be bad news, right? I is exhaust. No, spend 2 dice. You know what? That's not as bad as it could have been. 1 and 2. Okay, oh no, you were the only one who was safe. Okay, I think it was this one we used, and we'll put that roll on Samash. So you have to get rid of 2, 1, and 2. Okay, now engineering. Jesse, what have you got? A single little prong. I gain a wounded injury. Okay, so you get this here, and we take a wounded injury. Okay, that seems like it's bad news. Security, 2-pronger, gain a wounded injury. Great. It's a good start for us over here, I think. Tuck this here, and we'll get an injury die over here. Okay. Great. Great, great, great. Still not sure I fully understand what's happening with these lasers other than we need to get the F out of here. Right. It's your turn. You've got to roll a red and a green. Crap. Okay. When rolling this die, set a roll, including... You may re-roll 1 die, including the danger die or an injury die, for every other crew member in your sector. There is no one. I'd have to roll a danger die. I do have the option to re-roll, so let's do that. For goodness sake. if your sector has at least 2 biomes, it doesn't re-roll a green and a green. I don't have one. That is us done, right? So we are rolling the danger dice D. D. That is spend a die. No, that is nothing. Great. Good call. Okay, so these go over here. You can't do anything else, right? So you might as well just prepare, because I don't see how you get out of here. If all crew members are in this board, go here. Special rule, each crew member who starts their turn in this sector must perform the following action. But there's no other way of getting out of here, right? So I think we just have to take a card. Okay. So that's your turn. We have to do an event, which is, are we in a place? We're in a place with no symbol. So this is going to go here. I dread to think what's underneath this. This is going to go here. And this is going to go here. We've barely done anything, but this is bad. Okay, everyone's back. Everyone is back. Okay, so for us to inspect, we need a pickaxe and we need a an eyeball. Okay, you do have a pickaxe. You don't have an eyeball. You're in the hole, actually. That doesn't help. You do have a pickaxe. You don't have an eyeball. Let's get some after rest. So we're going to spend 1 supply down to 6. Got 4 cards. We're going to get... We've got 14 dice, so we're going to get 7 back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we want the eyeball to go with the pickaxe. We're definitely going to want a computer after that, right? So that's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that was your first thing. Then we're going to roll this and this. I've got some re-rolls, so I'm maybe not going to... Wow, do I do it? Let's do a green. Let's take this compass. Green, we're going to need those on the next place if we ever get there. Take this green and a blue. Okay, here we go. Okay, doesn't look great for us. This is a success. If I could just change this and this is a success. I could change this to an eyeball and this is a success, and then I could use those for something. Sacrifice a card to gain your starting number of charges. Huge. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to spend 1 charge to turn this to an eyeball. Then I'm going to use these other 2 results to sacrifice this card to gain your starting number of charges. Okay, so sacrificed means that goes in your thing over here, but we get 2 charges back, and now we go to log 872.
Did you find anything? Not much. It's all mangled, as if a steamroller drove over it. Mostly metal and ceramics. Unknown, super resilient compounds. I see no intact element larger than a thumbnail. Considering the gravity here, it's a wonder anything survived.
I doubt the builders left all this junk in here on purpose.
Yeah, it looks like someone tried to explore this place before us. They didn't get far by the looks of it. Hey, I got something. It looks like a finger of an armored glove. Long, thin, 4 joints. Inside there's some organic residue. Secure the sample. It may help us learn who got here before us. Bagged and tagged. There's one more thing. The armor has melted on one side. My scans reveal signs of tremendous thermal stress. The thing that left these marks had to be much hotter than anything in this area. We must be careful. The Null field is already running at peak capacity. Anything worse than what we're already experiencing could easily overpower it.
Oh, I think we know what it is. Gain 3 alien tech leads. Okay. I mean, I guess they could help, right? If we get what we need. So number 1 is a 2. Love that. And the next one is a 0. Don't love that so much. And the next one is a 2. Okay, not great, but we do get an alien tech lead. What is it? It is a plant-based generator. When unloaded, you may discard this to draw 1 strange flora. Great, thanks for that. Just what we wanted. How does this help us? How does this help us? Now we're stuck, aren't we? How do I leave this place? So we've inspected the ash. I'm just going to go to 860 again. I appreciate that we're going to need to do the check, but I just wonder if there was something I was supposed to remember. No, 860 is the door's too heavy to open. What am I meant to do? How am I meant to get out of here? Do we just wait for the door to open? Although that seems like we're about to get shot. I guess we just have to wait, right? I mean, we're going to get the same thing again. Each crew member who enters this sector gets an eye. Each crew rolls an eye. Ends their turn in this sector, rolls an eye. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I think we just... The door is opening, so I guess we wait and see if the door opens, but I don't know if that means we're going to get shot. So that was your turn. You rested and you did a thing, so we have to take an event card. Is that symbol? It is. Corrosive fumes. I don't really want this to happen. Do I have any way of stopping it? No. Okay, corrosive fumes. So I have to discard a red and any other. So, okay. Great. I wanted the time thing to go, though, if I'm honest with you. Okay, good. Well, let's spend another charge and get you recovered, I guess. You got the most need for it. Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's just get you to roll down in this little hole, in your little hidey hole. So a green and a red. You are okay. And you may as well prepare again. Don't think that's going to help us. Okay. That's the end of your turn. So now we do another event. We know you're not in a place with any event. So this is going to go up by 1. This is going to go up by 1. And this is going to go up by 1. I genuinely don't know if I'm just waiting or if I'm waiting to get shot in the face. But things are not going well. Because all of these are covered up, right? The only thing I could potentially do is... I can't even do that. There's a card here, which means things are happening, right? So, okay, let's get you to rest, I guess. Oh, I could have used this card when you would gain an injury die. Do not gain that injury and the injury die. We should have used that to get rid of this. Okay, so that goes up here again. Okay, now it's your turn. I think we're going to recover. So you got 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one of these we're not bringing back. We'll bring you. We'll bring you. We don't need you, so the rest of them can all come back. Okay, so that was you resting. You recover a card. And then... that's it, right? We prepare. Okay, and now we take an action card. There is no skull on it, so we advance the time track, discard this condition. This seems bad. The super heavy gravity and crushing magnetic fields cause anomalies never before observed by the science team. When the last G20 card is discarded, and this global condition becomes revealed, each crew member rolls I in any order, then shuffle up the G20 cards. Okay. Well, let's shuffle up the G20 cards first. And let's start with science, shall we? That's an I, and that's 4. I think we said that was nothing. No, that's exhaust a die entirely. Okay. Let's get rid of you, I guess. Boop. Okay. Next is you. Single pip, gain a wounded injury. Dolt. Okay, a wounded injury. Here we go again. You have a wounded injury and need an injury die. Jesse, gain a wounded injury. Okay, 1 wounded injury for you. That's 2 wounded injuries. That's not great for us, is it? Okay, and then security. Cheryl. That's 4 prongs. That was exhaust to die. Let's get rid of this red one. Okay, this is not great. Now, this moves along and this moves along. So we're going to log 124. Okay, the way is now open. Replace the card in sector 3 with 437. Thank God for that. Okay, I'm glad we were just waiting. Place the Guardian Metahedron threat card in the indicated slot. Place the adaptive shield threat in the indicated slot. Oh, good. Okay, what have we got? So that's this thing. We'll have a look at these in a bit more detail. And the adaptive shield. This thing. What the heck is that? Okay. Place the Guardian Mephedron in sector 5. Am I meant to do anything? Replace the card in sector 3 with 437. Place the Guardian doodah. The door is now open. Go to log 124. Does this go away? So I need the Guardian thingy. It's going in sector 5. Great. Really wish I'd have been able to bring my stuff that would have helped me defend rather than this, the suits, but I guess we needed to survive to get there. Right, okay. That's it. Let's just go to 124 again, just make sure I didn't miss anything. The way is now open. Replace the card in sector 3 with 437. Okay, descend. You move your crew members to sector 5. This counts as an action. Okay. Okay, and we have to spend a die to do that. You have just had your go. Okay. So we need to read these. So the Guardian Metahedron. Find the Metahedron. Find the most common icon on the roll pool. Place a marker on this icon. Oh, okay, that's the adaptive shield. Place a marker on the adaptive shield threat card. If several icons occur the same number of times, choose any of them. Remove all dice from the icons. Remove all dice with icons marked on the adaptive shield threat card from the roll pool. Okay, so it's going to get better at defending. 2 of any results move the thing forward. So find the most common icon in the roll pool. Place a marker on the icon on the edge of the adaptive shield. So that's this one. It's got a load of things on here. Okay, so let's say we rolled 4 dice and we got, we'll use yours as an example. Let's say we rolled these dice and we got, this is probably not the best example. We'll put this here and we'll put this here. So we rolled all 4 of these, let's say. If several icons occur the same number of times, choose any of them, remove all dice with that icon. So I'd have to remove these 2. and then I could use these two to put a marker on this track. Okay, charge. Move the Guardian Metahydron by one sector towards a random crew member. Then each crew member in this sector rolls an I, annihilating blast. Each crew member in the sector with a Guardian rolls C. You know what? I'm getting the hint towards that we're all going to die, and then we're going to have to do this again, and I'm not going to be happy. Just going to throw that out there. Right, let's put your dice back over here. Okay, and let's put your dice back over here. Right, and this reconfigures, so it's going to remove one random marker. Okay, so that was... This, I guess, stays here? I don't know. Maybe this goes? Guess it stays there. Okay, that was your turn, right? And your turn. Now, Jesse, you might be useful. You can spend one die, which I'm going to do. What do we need down here? We need compasses and science, so none of these are massively helpful. So I'm going to spend one die. One crew member in your sector may discard 2 dice to discard 1 injury die and 1 thingy. However, I've also got 2 cards. Before any action, discard 1 additional card to take 1 chosen equipment from the armory. Small equipment. So have we got any of those that help us get rid of wounds, I wonder? I'm guessing it's still got to apply the same logic that it has to be yours. Or a blank one. Okay, you are this one. Okay, none of those really help. What about the grey ones? I think these are all suits, yeah. Okay, none of those are spectacular for the situation we currently find ourselves in. Okay, well, either way, you're going to spend 1 die, right? To then get rid of some dice. These 2. You don't need those. Okay, so they're yellow. To get rid of 1 injury die and 1 wound. Love that. Okay. Okay, so that's that, and then you're going to move, right? We have to spend 1 die to move down here. However, once we get down here, we're in trouble, right? But it still feels like it's the right thing to do. Does it feel like it's the right thing to do? Well, he's going to move this turn, actually, so yes, it does. So I'm going to spend 1 die. Let's use this one to move down here. Ironically, no one else moves with you. Okay, so that's that done. You're going to take the thingy card. There's no symbols that match, so we're going to move time tracks along. Oh, we didn't do this. Did we do this? We didn't do this. Did we do this? We did that, right? I feel like I did that, and we need to shuffle these cards and put them back in. If I'm getting that wrong, I apologise, but I definitely rolled the danger dice, right? Is that where she got her second wound, or was that somewhere else? I'm not 100% sure. I apologise. Okay, if I messed that up, I am genuinely sorry. Okay, our first event card is... when this is revealed, flip all equipment over. Okay, fine. So we should have done that. She's now triggered this to go here, right? And this goes here again, and this now goes here. 1, 3, 5. I think I'm in trouble. Discard 4, 3, 2. Okay. Find... If 434 deflected plasma jet is in sector 2, discard it. If 435 searing plasma jet is in it, If 436 is in sector, charging plasma jet is in 3, discard it. Oh, was that meant to be somewhere else? Okay, well, let's discard it. Hold on, let's just check this. If 432, focusing, from discard 432, if 434, deflected, if 435, focusing, if 436, charging, discard it. What the heck is that all about? I must have got this wrong. 1, 2, 4. The way is now open, so we've done that, and this was the focusing, 135. Discard 432, focusing from sector 1, we've done. If card 434, deflected plasma jet is in sector 2, it wasn't. If 436, so it's just telling us to discard them all. Okay, interesting. So we're safe, right? Probably. So I can bring someone back here to get you out, maybe. Okay. Now, the other thing that happens is we put 1 here and we move you towards a random. Now, there isn't really a random, so we're just going to move you here, right? Okay, next you're going to do an annihilating blast. Each crew member in this sector rolls. So we probably want to move over here to get you out. And then at least we've split up a little bit. But whilst you're here, we could try and attack you. Our charge was move it towards it, and then each crew member rolls a die, an eye. Okay, so starting with security, that's a blank. Then Samash is a single pip. That would be a gain and wounded injury. Is there anything we can do to stop that? No. So that's a second wounded injury for you, my friend. Seems bad. Seems bad. Okay. And that's another one of these dice in here. Okay. Oh, did you do a check? No, you just moved, right? Did you do a check? Probably before we did all of those things. Okay. Okay, so now it is our turn. Security, maybe doing an attack is the way forward. Or do we just try and run away from it? It's going to follow us, right? So running away doesn't feel like the safest move. Let's do you. Let's do you. And let's do you. Okay, I just need symbols not to duplicate here. So we're going to attack this thing. Hold on. Hold on a second. I can't use any equipment. Okay, so the most common symbol, place a marker on the card, find the most common icon on the roll pool. What if there isn't a most common icon? If several icons occur the same number of times, choose any of them. Okay, well, let's put this on the Vanguard because it feels unlikely that that's going to keep coming up. And then for each 2 results, that's only 1 result, right? I should have rolled another die. I could re-roll. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to re-roll this to see if I can get 2 symbols. That's a crap. Well, either way, they're going back here. And that's 1 success. So we put 1 here. Okay. And then we're going to run away. Okay, so to move we have to roll 2 dice. What do I need over there? I need a science and a compass. So let's roll these 2. Whoops. Okay, all good. So we are going to move here. Okay, that is the end of your turn. I'm not sure who's had a turn and who hasn't, so we'll flip this over. I think you haven't had a turn, or didn't know we went early with you, right? So I just need to do an event. No, what am I doing? Am I doing an event? Yes, because you've done your 2 actions. We're not in a place with that symbol, so time tracks trigger. This moves up. Annihilating blast. Each crew member in this sector rolls a danger die C, so it's just you. That's a single pip on a C. That is spend a die. We can do that. We're going to get you down here, so we are going to need some of these. So let's move this over. Okay. So that's that done. And then we turn these over. I think I've got that right, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not feeling massively confident. I forgot I've got these things up here. Each crew member in a sector connected to the lander may refresh one die from their dice check. Okay, that doesn't help me. Well, it does, but it doesn't help me massively. And at the moment, I can't use any of my equipment. So you're here with this thing. I probably just want to attack it, right? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay, that's fine. I think I'm going to attack and then rest and just stand here and take a pummeling. Maybe. Or rest and then attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But I've got 2 of these. So that's not that useful. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's all I can get back. Because 2 of these are here with this problem. Okay. So that was your thing. We're going to get a card. That doesn't help. Oh, I could have moved them. Okay, that's not a problem. Right. So we want to attack this thing again, right? Not going to be able to move. What's it going to do next? It's going to charge, which means it's going to move. So I'm okay with that. So let's roll an eyeball, a pickaxe, and a spanner. Maybe. I may as well just go all... I need to roll all of these, right? And see if I can do damage to it. That's never going to work. Because we're going to get multiple symbols. But do we just roll them? Let's just do it. Because you only choose one, right? You know what? I'm doing it. Good luck, my friend. I'm doing it. Here goes nothing. Okay, the most common symbol is... Well, the Vanguard counts for nothing, right? The most common symbol is a pickaxe over here. So let's put a little pip on a pickaxe. Okay, so that goes away. And we get 1 for this and 1 for this. So that's 2. Oh, hold on. We've chosen the pickaxe, so that's fine. 1 for this and that goes away. 1 for this. So that's 2. And then 1 for this and 1 for this, right? And then I've got this little exclamation mark, which would mean we'd have to roll. But I can move 2. Hold on a sec. Reroll any number of green dice. Let's reroll this one. Okay. Because... okay, so I have to now remove you because you're on the thing. So I can't trigger any of these. Can't trigger any of my special abilities down there. I used the reroll, so you go there. But we've got 3 successes, right? So we get a log 588. Gain unique discovery 30. Okay, it's a metahydron lymph. Planetary expansion. When you gain this, gain 1 supply. Oh, I should be down to 5, so we're back to 6, I think. Okay, flip the fret card to the other side. What? Okay. Oh, so this is now a bubbling, whatever it is. Okay, so it's going to recover at some point. Oh, you should have a time track on as well. Okay, these are all your dice. You cannot do anything now. Okay. Event deck. We're not in a place with that symbol. So you go here. Boop. There is no other time track apart from this one. You go here. Oh, and you go here. Okay, so this thing's going to come back. Okay, we want you to open this gate, right? Really? So that's going to take compasses, which I sort of have, and helixes, which I do have. What cards have we got? We have got rerolls, so... And you can choose any chosen side, so we're just going to do these two, right? Okay. So we got we got nothing of use over here. Well, let's do a reroll. Perfect. And then I'm going to spend 1 charge to flip you to a compass side, which helps immensely. Okay, so now we're going to log 839 again. We know what happens here, right? So we're going to touch it. We need to do the dice check again. Crap. Okay, that's not too bad. Does this help us in any way? You've got physical arms. Okay. Great. So I'm going to use re-roll all reds. Oh, hold on. I could move 2 to a dice pool to change 1 to any side. That sounds like a better choice. Over here. Okay, so we got 2 successes.
In front of us.
Yeah, we know. Place card 433 in sector 2. 433. It's around here somewhere. Here it is. There it is. And any crew members in 4 may go to 2. Perfect. Love that. Okay. So that's your turn done. We need to do an event. Discard every lead token from the discovery deck. So this has got the little skull symbol on it, or lose a crew member. Well, we can do that for sure. Okay, great. Science, you're back. You're back to do something useful, right? Have we got anything useful? We can't use cards yet. So clearly we want you to move. Twice, probably. Okay. So let's roll 2 dice. Great. So you can move here. Boop. And let's roll 2 dice. Uh-oh. Reroll 1 die of any type. I love those level 1 cards. They're so good. Okay. Perfect. So we move again to here. Perfect. We flip this over. You're not going to be able to assist with many dice, but at least you can assist. We do an event. Skull, low visibility, lose 1 supply. Boop. Okay. Okay. So it's just your turn. So you're going to refresh clearly. Or rest, sorry. Oh, I was meant to roll these, sorry. I'd have to have spent a die. That's bad news, right? I don't know what happens when that happens. I think we then have to, or we'd have had to exhaust, right? I think I made an error here, so let's lose a charge instead, because I don't know what the situation would have been at the time. Now is your turn. You are clearly going to rest, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 dice back. What do I need? I need compasses. I need helixes, or whatever these things are. That's 4, 3. Let's take a red one. I might as well move you over. We'll take this green one, and I'll take a red pickaxe here. Do I get one more? I think that's it. I think that might be it. Okay, so we still can't use equipment. Whose die is this? Science, maybe? No? I don't know. Whose die was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many are in the recon one? 2. So you're on the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Probably yours. Not 100% sure. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay. So we're back to you. You've had a rest. You're going to draw a card, which is, if you've got mission equipment, that's not useful at all. Although I wonder if these are classed as mission equipment in our space, because technically we're wearing them, so I guess, no, I'm going to assume it has to be one of those symbols, so we haven't got any of those. Okay, so you need to roll 2 compasses and a thingy, so you're going to roll this and this. You've got a Vanguard to help, and you've got re-rolls, so we'll get that involved. And I guess we'll do this and this just in case. And we need to spend a supply. I mean, we really want this to happen, right? So let's see how it goes. Okay, we've got what we needed. Oh, have we? Yeah, we got what we needed, and we got an extra. Which is going to be used for nothing. I can draw 3 cards. So I'm going to get rid of you 2. The cards down here are such a mess. And we're going to draw 3 cards. Got to reshuffle. Okay. So these will go here. I need to roll this one. Great. You need to roll this one. Whoopsie. Nothing happens. And this is a no-no, right? Oh no, this doesn't matter. Okay, so that's fine. So this goes back over here, and we go to log 128. Okay, place card 441 in sector 6. 442 in sector 7, and 443 in sector 8, and 440 in this sector. Okay, so we'll move you here. This goes here. Marked archways. Okay. We have, what numbers did I say where? 441 in sector 6. Veins of power. 442 in sector 7. Can't leave here or here. And 443 in sector 8. Okay, great. Don't feel like this is going very well, and I get the feeling probably the other side of this page is going to be a whole nother exploration thing, right? Okay, event card. Oh no, hold on. You just did a check. No, you rested, right? Okay. Expend a blue die, or discard a die and roll a danger die. Okay, Vanguard's it is. You're out of here, buddy. Okay, good. So that was your turn. Now everyone recovers. I really need our equipment back, but... So let's have a read of the visions of power. The walls suddenly disappear as you tumble into a twisted vision where you and the rest of the ISS Vanguard crew dominate the galaxy, ruthlessly crushing any resistance. Find the visions. In this dice check, you must take and roll all dice from your crew board, including any in your spent pool. Return any Vanguard symbols to the available dice of their owner's board, and then discard this die. Discard this card. Okay. Well, I mean, we need any strength, shield, or spanners are going to screw us. So ultimately, we're going to be screwed, right? I don't quite know if I understand this. Roll danger dice D, and then we discard the card for having any one roll of that? I guess so, right? We just have to do it once, but it's everything. Okay. Well, let's use science to rest. So you're going to spend a charge, and we're going to get some dice back. We don't know what we need underneath that, but let's just get an eyeball, a couple of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7? 7. Okay, so that's you rested. You get a card. Reroll 1. Love that. Then you're going to spend 2 dice to move. Let's spend the Vanguard die and this one to move here. And when you move, we're going to spend 1 charge with Jesse to come with you. Okay. This, I didn't read this, marked archway. Despite all the technology we carry with us, simple arrow scribbled on the walls allowed us to finally make sense of this room. Return to the top level. Ambush them. If the guardian Metatron threat is in this sector, progress the green track on its card by 1. Okay. So that's not horrendous. We need to do a card. And we need to flip your thing over. Nothing in here, so this goes here, and we discard this card. Okay, and we turn the next one over. Okay, this track moves up 1, this track moves up 1. Okay, so still got a little bit of time while it's down, but do we move security over? Probably, right? Let's roll these 2 to move. 2 Vanguards, very nice. Okay, so you move over here. And then I can spend a dice. I'm going to have to rest, so we'll get rid of this down to 2, I think. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 7 dice back, right? Eyeballs and compasses seem important over here, so we'll certainly take those. One of those. We'll take one of those. We'll take one of those, and I guess we'll take some of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 more. 7. Why not? And then that's our turn, right? We've rested, we've done all of those things, we get a card. Okay, we're going to do this while we're here, because now we can. You or another crew member in your sector refreshes all dice and draws 3 cards, then return this to the armory. So we're going to use clearly you, so all of your dice come back, to an extent, the ones we can carry anyway. Take the Vanguards, I guess. Okay, then that was your turn done. So we did the event, right? So it's now your turn, which means we're going to move. So I'd spend 2 dice, this one, and maybe... oh no, I just need to spend 1 to move down here, so we're going to move down here. Okay. Okay. We don't all want to be in the same place, right? So let's do Jesse down here. So Jesse is going to attempt this challenge. So in this dice check, you must roll all dice. This is insane. Okay. Okay, so we've got this, which counts for nothing at the moment. We have all Vanguard symbols get returned. Was this yours? Somehow I missed that one. All Vanguard symbols get returned. Okay, all shields and these and spanners. Okay, everything else is a pass, right? Can I use any of these symbols at the bottom? I guess I can, right? Place your crew member in any sector with mission equipment. No. No pickaxes. Good. No pickaxes. Good. Spanner. Got a spanner, but that's bad news. Oh, what's the order of this? Crew member's turn. Oh, dice check. Add danger dice. Roll the dice. Modify the result. Use the top effects of section cards. Checks for combination. Activate any dice combinations as a sector card. And your current global condition. Okay, so we can use this before we resolve the spent thingy. So we're going to take this spanner and put down here to allow us to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we'll get rid of this one and this one. Okay, so that leaves us with 4 cards. We've got to roll a danger die, but everything else here is a success, right? It just doesn't happen to trigger anything else, unfortunately. Okay, so this is going to go off, which means we have to roll a danger die, but all of these others are a success. So we are going to discard this card, but before that we're going to roll a danger dice D. Blanks, love that, Jessie. She is still the MVP. Okay, we discard this card. So we can now move again from here. Perfect. You're not sure whether the statue was meant to represent the builders of this place, but if it did, they were very different to any life form you've encountered before. Okay, so that's your turn done. Okay, so clearly we want to move here and get science to do a trigger, but you need to do an event, right? Malfunction, lose 1 supply or roll a danger dice G. Okay, this is bad news. Right. So that's your turn. Science has been. So that leaves Samath and that's it. So we obviously want to move you twice. So we're going to spend a die. This one's compasses and stuff, so I'm going to get rid of a pickaxe. Oh, it doesn't matter because you're going to have to roll it to move down here. And then we want to move. So let's just roll 2. Great. Didn't have a computer, so we're all good over there. So you get to move down here as well. Okay. Then we do an event. There is no skull, so this goes here. Boop. And this moves up 1. And this triggers, so we refresh all of the security over here. Okay. And all of these are done. So we can move again and we can try and do another one of these. Okay, so let's move science. We're going to roll 2 dice. We don't want a computer, so let's roll these 2. All good. So you are moving here, and then you're going to roll everything, right? Dice check, you must roll everything. Any computer eyeballs or pickaxes are us in trouble. This is insane, by the way. Have I got a dice tray around? Probably, yeah. Hold on 1 second. We've got a dice tray. It's got a USB-C cable in, obviously, like you would expect. Right, here we go. So hold on, no, this is a different character. So you have been any pickaxes, eyeballs, or computers. Okay, so what have we got? Vanguard symbols go back to the board. Hold on, I was meant to roll you as well, right? Eyeballs, exclamation marks. Don't do anything, okay? Pickaxes, none. Spanners, none. Computers, none. So I've just got 1. Who's doing this? Science. We can re-roll a green, so I'm going to re-roll this and hope for the best. Perfect, I think. So there's no danger for having that. So that goes, we've re-rolled that, so that goes there. Now, sacrifice this card to gain your starting number of charges. Okay, let's do that with 2 results. So let's get rid of these 2. We'll get rid of this card, and we'll get 2 more charges. I'm very good at ignoring the injury die. Refresh 1 die. or move up to 3 lead tokens. None of those are going to help me. So all of these go here because then none of these are the failure state, and these don't do anything, but we have no dice. Okay. So we can discard this card. One more disturbing statue, this time different to the one you've seen before. Okay. An event, because you moved and did a dice check. No skulls. Okay, so this moves up 1. This moves up 1. Uh-oh. And I guess this continues to move up 1. Right. So we probably, at the very least, just want to make sure people are on different spaces, right? So we're going to get you to move. We're going to spend 2 dice. We don't want a computer. That's bad news. Can I re-roll this? Yeah, re-roll any number of red dice. Perfect. Okay, so we oh no, that was, I didn't want to move you. Hold on. I'm going to leave you there, you idiot. Science or, no, recon or thingy. So let's do recon. Let's move you to, oh no, you've already been. Let's move Jesse. So you're going to have to use our last supply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 6 dice back. Wish I didn't have to do this at this point, but let's take a computer. Let's take a science. That's 2. Let's take that for 3. Let's take a compass for 4. Oh no, compass. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're going to get them back before we roll them anyway. Let's take a pickaxe. And let's take an arm. So that's all 6 back. You get a new card. In a sector with mission equipment. No, thank you. And then you're going to roll 2 to move, right? So let's just roll these 2. Okay. Let's move you here. Right, and that's your whole turn. I probably should have exhausted. But that's you done. We do an event. There is no skull on this one, so nothing happens. These are all skulls still. So you move across 1. We've got another global condition, which is for each helix I can draw a sector card, but that just costs to move. This moves up 1, you're going to come back in a turn, you move up 1, and that's it, right? Okay. Okay, so that was your turn. That leaves security. Now I'd ideally like you to stay here and ambush the Guardian, right? Just 1 second. This is a special action, yeah? Yeah, so if we stay where we are, that's not great news, actually, for us. Because to fight this is a special action, as is this, so it doesn't really help us a huge amount. But, do we just move? We try and outrun it, right? There's no way we can outrun it. There is no way we can outrun it, but when it moves here, it can we can do this, potentially, and then we can move here. We can move you along 1, and then hopefully we can trigger it. So maybe we leave you to fight. Okay. So you would, I guess we exhaust, right? Let's get rid of a Vanguard die. So that's 2 red 1, 1 going in there, and we get 5 dice back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to prepare. Doing a dice check, re-roll all of your injury dice. Okay. Did I roll these? I feel like I probably didn't. Whoops. Okay, what are we going to do next? So we've got someone who needs to exhaust. It probably makes sense for it to be you to exhaust, move here and do this check. But you've just had your go, so we need to do an event. Cheers. There is no thingy here, so this goes here. This comes here, and you are revitalized. We flip this card over, and you reset. Okay. So next turn, you're going to do some stuff. Okay. Does it make sense for Jesse? No, it makes sense for you to do this, right? So purple is going to exhaust. Let's get rid of 1. Say purple, I mean science, obviously. and then we can recover 5 of these, but it's not going to matter. Well, it is going to matter. We are going to roll this one and this one just to move. Oh dear. Okay, so you go there. What have we got? We've got to re-roll a die. Okay, perfect. So you get to move here. And then, same old thing, we're going to roll all of these dice, right? Okay, here we go. In this one, we don't want compasses, helixes, or atoms. Can't pick up all the dice. Here we go. Okay, so vanguards we get rid of. We don't have any, I don't think. Compasses, helix, or vanguards. We don't have any. I've only got one card I can discard to do an action, to do a lead discovery thing. But we don't have any compasses, we don't have any eyeballs, we don't have any helixes. Beautiful. Okay, so these will go back here. And we replace this card with P444. Oh no, hold on. Yeah, when we do a check, we replace this card with P444. Okay, P444. I've had an extra 4. Okay, P44 is the Broken Guardian. The statue lies in pieces, each too heavy for any of you to handle. The door on the end of the corridor seems impossible to open. Move segments into place. You may re-roll each of your rolled dice once for every assisting crew member. Okay, but you have had your go, so we flip you over and we do an event card. The event card is there is no skull, so this moves up 1. You charge, which means you move down here. Charge is move it by 1 to a random crew member, then each crew member in the sector rolls an I danger dice check. Oops, it was a blank, which is fantastic news. That's you done, right? So we need you to move. Oh, I should have been doing dice. Have I been doing dice? Yeah, I've been doing dice checks, right? Okay, we need you to move, so this thing is still out of range. So let's do this and this to move. Hold on. You're going to need arms when you get there. Let's do this and this to move. Okay, that's a move. Oh, these should all be flipped back over. That's a move, so you can move here, and we're going to do it again. So let's do this and this. Okay, that's a move as well, so you are over here ready to help with any check over here. Lovely. Okay. Now we do an advance. There's a skull on it, oxygen leak, lose 1 supply and roll danger dice C. Well, we don't have any, so we're rolling danger dice C for, delightfully, the person is already wounded twice. That is a little pip, just 1 solitary pip, which is a spend a die. Okay, what die is going to be the most important on this check, I wonder? Let's get rid of the Vanguard die, shall we? Okay, so that's your turn. Let's do security. While this thing's here, we want to punch it in the face, right? So, what do we need to do damage to it? Any 2 successes, but we're going to move all of our non-successes. Or we could just do this and move. I think that feels like a better option, but I'm not sure I'm going to get a compass out of this. Oh, you know what we can do? Okay, we're going to roll an eyeball. And have I got a compass on any of these? I don't know if I have. You've got a compass on. I'm going to roll these 2. A Vanguard and a compass. That is perfect. Okay, so we get to advance the green track by 1. And then we're going to roll 2 dice to move. Perfect. We're out here, son. See you later. Okay. Hit and run. I love that. Okay, so that's your turn done. We do an event. The event is, there's nothing here, so annihilating beam. Each crew member in the sector with a guardian does the roll. There is none. Okay. There is none, so we're all good. Okay. So that means it's Jesse's turn or Ramesh's turn. You need to roll. And you've got no help over here. So we could recover 5 of your dice and then do something. You have got the live streaming rig, so people can assist you from other areas. So we just need an eyeball, a forearm, a spanner. You cannot assist, but other people can. So we need a strength. Nothing for that, I'm afraid. Do I roll Vanguard? I do have the option. I think I roll Vanguard. This is probably silly. You're going to help as well. I'm rolling all 4 of these. Got a way to re-roll, and that's going to be all my dice. Let's exhaust before we do this. So 5 back. We got a spanner anywhere? Not really. Got an arm anywhere? Yes. 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe, and then let's roll this one as well. Okay, here we go. So we need an arm, a spanner, and an eyeball. We've got a arm, a spanner, and an eyeball. We did get an eye, but that means, sorry, a fail, but that means nothing. This was you doing this, right? So we'll figure this out in a second. Have you got anything that helps? So let's get rid of the ones we needed. A spanner, an eyeball, and an arm. That leaves me with 1 Vanguard. Could draw 3 cards. I don't think that matters. Over here, I can draw 1 section card. We'll do that. Perfect. 1 section card. Okay. You needed to roll these, though. Okay, and that is spend a die. Okay. Well, that's spend 2 die. Good. Okay, so we go to 139. Choose or create a new save slot. What? Choose save slot or create a new. What? What is this?
It's not working. The statue releases a powerful magnetic burst and falls to pieces.
Oh, I see. We're meant to be all crew members assisting roll a C. Well, there was no one assisting twice. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to that 139 because clearly we're going to do these again. Is there something that shows? Oh, I see. I didn't realise what was happening. I thought it was a thing. We can see what the statue's like. I'm going to do a slight retcon on this because we can see this has got a box, then the thing, and then this. So we would have done E, right?
It's not working.
Oh, crap.
The statue releases a powerful magnetic burst and falls to pieces.
Okay, we'll roll those dice in a second. I just want to have another look at it. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, so maybe they're different. Yeah, so this one was, oh, I see. So this one was this one. That was A. Then this one was B. No, it was E. So we need a different one, which is likely F or D. Okay, well, either way, we're going to roll the danger dice twice for Samesh, who could, Samarth, who could quite easily die here. Is there anything we can do? Spend 1 charge to change a die to a chosen side. Redraw an event. Not really. Here we go. You could die. What are we doing? C's. C is over here. Okay, that's a single pip. That's the best it could be. Discard a die. That's a single pip as well. Discard a die. That's the best it could be. The other 2 were gain exhausted injury, so not too bad. Now we need to do an event because you've had your turn, right? Lose 1 supply or roll danger dice I. For goodness sake. Okay, that is gain a wounded injury. That's 3 for you, my friend. It's not looking good. Okay. At least this thing doesn't move again, I guess. Right. So that's you had your turn, you've had your turn. Science is there and could do another check. I mean, it feels like we just have to, right? So we're going to exhaust. We need eyeballs. We need spanners. We need arms. What else do we want? This has got an eyeball on. Let's take this one. Maybe not take that one. Spanners, eyeballs, arms. Got no arms anywhere else, so that's a bit of a worry. So, do we take a Vanguard? Maybe not. Oh no, that doesn't matter, right? Let's take a Vanguard. Okay, this is our recovery, but we're also going to roll all of these, just because this is the last card. This could be our key, oops, of getting out of here. No, that wasn't it. That was it. Okay, here we go. We need 3 of these symbols. Okay, we've got spanners. We've got 2 Vanguards, huge. So that's everything we needed to do it, which leaves us with 2 symbols, which is refresh 1 die. Can't, they're all, well, no, I can. Let's refresh you. We'll take an eyeball. Okay, and there's no failure thing on here. Go to log 139. Okay, so would you believe we're at 139? So, I don't know how much of this you can see. This bottom section here is, there's a hexagon-y type piece, and then a square, and then the thing on top. This one over here is, there's a square, then the thing on top, then a hexagon. So we can assume it's going to be the thing at the bottom, which is either this, then hexagon, then square, or, oh, hold on, are these squares? No, these aren't squares, right? Does this show us what pieces we've got? Yeah, we've got a hexagon, a thing, and a thing. So we're going this one, a thing and a thing, you know. This hasn't got a square on, so we're going this one.
It's not working. The statue releases a powerful magnetic burst and falls to pieces.
I didn't think about this. Everyone in your sector has to roll a thing, right? Crap. Okay, well, let's start with Constantine. This is a 2 little pippy on a C is nothing, and a 2 little pippy is a nothing. Great. Good luck, my friend. I think you're about to die. 3 pip, gain an exhausted injury. Uh-oh. You are deed. Deed. Okay. I do not like this. I don't understand. I do not like it. That was your turn. We need to do an event. There is no skull here, so we advance this track. This goes away, and everyone's going to have to roll the dice. G20, okay. Everyone's going to have to roll an I. So let's start with you. That is a 2-prong thingy, and I, for a 2-prong, is gain a wounded injury, but you have, when you would gain an injury dice, just get rid of this card. Oh no, any time when you would gain an injury dice, do not gain that injury. Okay, great. You, that's a 3-pronger, which is spend 2 dice. I can do that. And then you, that's a 4-pronger, which is exhaust 1 die. Okay. Fine. Okay, so that's that done. You now move, so you're going to charge. You come down here, and you are going to make us roll an eye again. That's a single prong on an eye. That's gain a wounded injury. Okay, so you're taking that. I don't think I've got any way of stopping it this time. Okay, that's that done. Okay, and then we shuffle these cards and put them back on top. What's the bet? It's one that says don't use equipment. Okay. And I need an injury die over here. Right. You can go back here. Yep, we can't use any equipment. Good. Good, good, good. So I don't think we've got any choice but to move you along and start doing this thing, right? That's all we can do. So we're going to roll these 2 dice. Great. So you get to move to here. Then we need to exhaust. So we need arms. We need spanners. We need eyeballs. Okay. Don't think it matters too much on the other ones. Whoops, these are in the wrong place. Okay. Now, you're now over here. So we're going to do this check again, right? We're going to roll all of these. Oh, I needed to get rid of a die as well. Let's get rid of this one, I guess. Okay, so we've got a spanner. We've got an eyeball. We don't have a strength. We've got a pickaxe and a thing, but I can spend 2 dice to go back to our thing here to turn 1 die to a Vanguard. Perfect. So that is everything we needed over here for this to be a success. Now I don't know what to do. I can't remember what numbers I did. We're going to 139. Okay. What one did I do? Did I do F? I wish I'd known which one I've done. I mean, looking at the symbols here, it's got... I don't know whether we're supposed to be replicating that or just going off the symbol. So this has got the arm pieces, the hexagon and the circle. So if that was the case, that's not you rolled out, that's you ruled out, that's you ruled out. That leaves only F. Right? I've done F. Am I looking at this picture wrong? I mean, they're definitely... You don't have a square in it, and the only one that doesn't have a square in it is F.
It's working.
Okay.
The doorway
So
at the end of the hall slowly opens, revealing stairs leading deeper into the depths.
Sorry that hadn't zoomed out. I did the only other one that had the arm piece at the bottom, which seems to do it. Okay, proceed. Replace the card in this sector with P445. I do apologise that I hadn't zoomed out. I got a bit carried away and frustrated. The third Guardian. Okay. The Guardian is now whole. And this door is lit in the corridor once again. Okay. Walk through the door. Expend a die to place your crew member in Sector 9. This counts as an action. Where the heck is Sector 9? I'm guessing the other page, right? Am I missing Sector 9? Oh, Sector 9's up the top here. Okay, but that was you going. You moved, you exhausted. We turn you over. We draw an event. Okay. There is no symbol, so you are going to reset this track. Okay. And you would have moved along. There's no point in doing anything with you. And you go here, right? Okay. That's everybody. We've got no dice for anybody. So we need to place a crew member up here. This counts as an action. It's not a special action. So... I guess we just reset to do that, or do we... Let's just use you. We'll spend this die to go to Sector 9. Go to log 565.
Another ramp down. How much deeper can we go? If my calculations are correct, not much. The Neutron star's crust is only 2 kilometers thick, and we've already descended 3/4 of that. So what's below? We don't know. We think the core of a neutron star is liquid. It's a quark soup of matter, broken down by unimaginable forces. A pressure cooker of nuclear reactions and... Okay, I know enough.
Let's get going. My Null field readings are getting wonky.
Look, there's something.
Up ahead. Okay. Discard mission 201. Shuffle all discarded advanced event cards back into the deck. Return all discarded leads to the bag. Remove all tokens and markers from this planet board and fret cards. Discard any fret cards. Return all cards to the planet board. From the planet board. Move the crew members, any threats, and the lander standee off this planet board. Discard the mission equipment tokens from the planet board. They may be placed again using the equipment cards. If the pet this way, return the die to the owner's spent pool. Open the Planetopedia to 4041. Populate the right side of the planet board with the indicated unique discoveries. Populate the right side of the planet board with the listed mission cards and global condition cards. Follow any planetary specific instructions. If you have incapacitated crew members, a special rule is triggered in the evac log. Is triggered by the TZO evac log. Okay. Flip them face up. These crew members once again take part in the exploration. So was I meant to do this? 280, maybe. We'll have a look in a second. Crew members discard 1 injury card and 1 injury die. Okay, nice. Each crew member refreshes all of their dice. Nice. Each crew member, does that include, I'm guessing refreshes, just get them back, not the ones we've excluded. Each crew member add the following number of section dice from their section commandments to their crew board. 3, 4 dice available, add 2, 5 dice available, add. Okay, gain 2 supplies, and then we crack on. So what we'll do is I'm going to put a cut in here. We'll be back next week with the final part of this, hopefully. I don't mean it like that. I mean, hopefully there isn't more to keep doing and I keep stringing you along. If you want to see that right now, it's available on YouTube members right now. So if you want to go and check that out, please do. But we will do all of this setup between episodes. We'll come back and we'll start with the evac log because maybe something was meant to happen at that point, but I don't want to lose all of this stuff on the screen to do. But there's a whole host of clearing up for me to do, so I'll work my way through it. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I think I got a few bits wrong, so I do apologise. I am ready for this to end, if I'm really honest. Yeah, this was a struggle, I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.